Gentlemen, it is a hot one today. It is scorching hot. However, I'm still out here trying to catch some fish. It is approximately 91 degrees with the real feel of, I don't know, hot. However, just walking alongside the lake, the fish are active on the banks, sunfish, bluegill, things like that. But I'm down here at the creek. The reason for that is because today is a special video because I'm going to be actively fishing and reviewing for the first time the Handings Magic L Ultralight rod. What a beautiful, beautiful rod. I'm coming down to my secret hideaway and I'm going to be testing this rod out. So you might be asking yourself, well, you had just gotten the brand new, I'm in a tree, come on now. You might be asking yourself, well, you just got the new Microlight from Bass Pro, so why are you purchasing a new rod already? Well, that's because last weekend I was out at a new creek trying to get some footage, and just a series of unfortunate events, and I ended up snapping my rod in half out of frustration. So I began to get on the internet and look for a new rod, and the Ultralight fishing group I'm in on Facebook loves Handings, and especially the the M1 Ultra, the Magic L. These are very popular rods in that community. And for the price, well, I mean, just looking at this rod, you've got the metal retaining rings, you've got this beautiful veneer here, which is probably just, like plastic or a stick-on paper that's coated in epoxy. But regardless, look at the detail just in this natural cork grip. What an incredible looking rod. Incredible details all the way through. Just a gorgeous rod. It's a 6-foot ultralight. And if I asked you how much you thought this cost, you would probably say around $150, $200 maybe. This rod is about $55 on Amazon. It's an insane value, and no wonder why people like it so much. So I'm out here today to cast this around, and there we go, I'm on something. And I thought, what better place to test this rod out than at my stomping grounds here at the private creek. So let's head up the creek, start fishing, and see how this rod performs. The water is ice cold. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna hop in here. This spot, I mean, is teeming with sunfishes, or I guess fish. I don't think fishes is how you say the plural. Yep, there it is, first fish. First cast into this hole and we have a fish. And he popped off. Okay. I will admit that I did not even attempt to set the hook on that guy. I will be honest with you. Casting is really, really nice. I mean, this is a very, very small minnow that I've got on here. Kind of been my go-to this summer. Well, the later half of the summer, I switched over to using primarily these little white minnows, and they have been bombs at the little creeks that I've been going to. Even the really tough creeks where I haven't hardly seen to catch anything, the minnows have been performing well. So, but they're very, very small. So the fact that I'm just barely flicking my wrist and casting these guys pretty far, I mean, it's pretty impressive. There's a lot of flex in this rod. I don't even know what the rod materials are, to be honest. Look at that. There's about 7 sunfish right now attacking this minnow. I'm trying to see if they're going to bite that hook. Right now they're chewing on the tail. Okay, let's get this spider web out of the way. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that at all, to be honest. I don't remember this tree being here last time, I'll be honest. I think this branch right here is a recent thing. Yep, that one's on. Good hook set. I don't know what that is. I think that is a creek chub. It is a creek chub. There you go. I actually haven't caught a creek chub in a minute, so it's kind of nice catching this guy. Come down, Bubba. Whoa, he likes squeaking. Look at that creek chub. Look at that guy. Good looking fish. Bye-bye. Yeah, so like I said, man, the minnows are just doing great in all these creeks. You know, I've always been a grub guy, and I still do love grubs, but it's undeniable. Look at that. Oh my goodness. As soon as the minnow hit the water, at least 4 sunfish darted out from underneath the branch to attack it. Very, very nice. I would like to catch some more creek chubs this trip though. What is that? Looked like that bird was about to attack me. There we go. Another creek chub. Creek chubs tearing up the minnows. Come here, Bubba. It looks like the same one. No, it's a different one. The other one was a little bit more red coloration. Pop that guy back in there. I mean, look at this whole school of fish right here. I bet I could just drop my minnow in there. Yep. He dropped the minnow in there and they immediately attack it. Let's see. I mean, that's 2 creek chubs in this little spot right here. There is a spot that did harvest or harbor. Last time I was here, there's about 2 to 3 bass that were inside of there. So I would like to go back to that spot actually and see how they've grown, how they're doing, and just kind of see what's up. Man, the creek chubs are tearing this thing up. There you go. Sunfish this time. Beautiful sunfish. There you go. Look at that guy. So far, so good though. I'm a big fan of this rod. I really like it. Very responsive. And the sensitivity I think is pretty nice too. You know, when they're tugging on that. Oh, there's a bass right there. So let me see if I can get that bass. There's one of those bass that have been in this pool for a while. So I'm going to see if I can actually... Ooh, he's pretty schizophrenic. He doesn't like that. I'm gonna have to come this way and cast long. There we go. Sunfish. Again, you know, the bass was actually looking at the lure, and then this guy just comes up and takes it. The sunfish, man, they're fun. Oh, put him back in the water. Almost dropped him. Okay, let's try to get that bass again. I really want that bass. Can't seem to get that bass's attention. I see where he's at, but he's kind of just chilling and letting the sunfish have their fun. There it is. Yeah, I set the hook on you, little booger. If you're gonna prevent me from catching this bass, then I'm gonna catch you. Okay, well, let's cross over. Let's, oh, wrapped up. Let's cross over and see if we can snag ourselves a bass. That is the goal for today. Okay, we're gonna keep it moving, Bubba. Man, it's cooking out here. Even this water right here is like hot. But this was a good hole right here too. Last time I fished this whole creek line, I mean, it was very productive. So I do want to kind of cast up into here, and beautiful cast. There we go. One's on. Creek chub. Creek chubs are tearing it up today. Man, the thing about creek chubs, man, it's always so hard to de-hook them. It's like their skin is so soft, it just grips everything. Makes it super difficult. There you go, Buddha. Makes it super difficult to de-hook them. Beautiful cast. Right where I wanted it. Getting attacked. Oh, there we go. Sunfish. That one barely got him too. Actually hooked him from the outside of his mouth. Ooey. Whoop. Didn't get a good glimpse of him, guys. Sorry, but he was a small one. Ooh. Way too far. Didn't get that guy. Ooh, this guy's a fighter. Man, this guy, and that's a decent sized sunfish too. This guy was a fighter. Yeah, little guy. He fought hard, man. He had my rod bent over. I've just got sweat dripping down my face. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move down the creek. Whoop, there it is. Man, this guy's fighting hard too. Wow, look at the size of this sunfish sitting back here in this tiny little stretch of creek. This is, I mean, you know, for Missouri Creek sunfish, that is a, whoop, well, okay. You guys are just gonna have to trust me on this one. That was a good sized sunfish. That was a very good sized sunfish. Creek chub. Another creek chub. A little small one too. Small little creek chub. You know, if you were riding your bicycle down that trail right now, you would never guess that there was some dude with a camera, you know, ripping lips in the creek right below you. All right, taking a little break here. First impressions of this rod are fantastic. It's very responsive. The action is really nice. All in all, it's, I mean, for $57, then to have a beautiful rod like this that performs at the at the level that it does. I mean, you can't beat that for 55 bucks. So official recommendation, yes, I would recommend this rod just like most people. In the Facebook group that I'm in, I know a lot of other people on YouTube really like these handing rods. It's a fantastic rod, and I mean, if you're in the market for a budget creek rod or for just an ultralight rod in general, give this one a look and check it out. I mean, I can't recommend it enough. Okay, so we ended up making our way back. Wasn't a whole lot up that way. We're back at this main hole, and I want to see if we can drag out a few more creek chubs than that big school that's in there. There we go. That was a good hook set. What do we have here? That was a very large creek chub. That was a big fat creek chub. There we go. Little sunfish. That's a weird looking one. He's like slender. I think he's been messing around with the creek chubs. Another one. Another little sunfish. He's got some nice coloration to him. Whoa! There you go. Okay, very impatient. Another one. Little sunfish. Good looking little sunfish too. All right, I'm gonna call that a wrap for today, guys. I'm extremely thirsty. I don't even really think I drank anything today, hardly, so I'm like very out of breath, very dehydrated. So I'm gonna go ahead and start heading back to the truck. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, please subscribe. I do a lot of fishing in the local creeks, rivers, lakes, everything. And again, if you're in the market for a very affordable ultralight rod that's high quality, I really recommend looking into the Handings Magic L. You can get it off Amazon for like 55 bucks. It's a great rod. I can't recommend it enough. That's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.